was hating. Yeah, I'm chilling like a villain, all up in the shed. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ever see people, man, who it's just like, man, you look at them, you see them from afar, and you're like, man, dude, them people are gossiping, man. I can just tell. It's like I realize, it's like if you want to change the world, make the world a better place, Hollywood and would like to make you think that you got to be Superman. School would like to make you think, that it's going to get you detention if you do. If you don't just follow along with what everyone's doing, you know what I'm saying? You'll become in the middle of that motherfucking attack. So really, the way you change the world for the better, stop gossiping. Stop looking at people all the time and assuming bad things. You know what I'm saying? If people ain't messing with you, why are you even worried about them? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I try to be, but it's like, look, when you make it obvious, you know what I'm saying, that 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 you look like you're up to kinivery. Even if you ain't, you look like you are. So it's best not to look like you're being a conniver. You know what I'm saying? Kinivery is another thing that, listen, because of gossip, people have, over time, they got called a name that wasn't true. Or even if it was, who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine when someone covers for you in the future, when you make a mistake and you look stupid, and someone goes ahead and steps in the way of those bullets for you, and tries to shield you. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that, by someone stepping up and shielding others, it does, man. You might save that motherfucker from suicide from 10 years down the road. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit lives in people and festers in them. And then some people won't let it die. They like to bring it up. They know it's like a sore spot. So whenever they're losing a debate, you know what I'm saying? Or they come in with slanderous, accusatory, conflictual attempts, you know what I'm saying, to make you act a fool. And then they can, it's like basically sometimes some people, when they engage with you, they overstep the line to the point where now they're out on a limb. And now in order for you have to take the bait, or they get exposed that they're out on a limb. And that's when they try everything. They start calling you all the dirty names, trying to pull you out on the limb. You know what I'm saying? So you both can look stupid and foolish. Or the fact that you're out on the limb too, that person doesn't look as foolish. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of things people do. What it is people always try to drag me out on a limb, and I try like a mug to stay on the trunk of the tree where I got footing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's the best way I can describe it. Because out on the limb, there is no stability. You know what I'm saying? Cool. There is no stability out on the limb. I mean, no, it's like, I guess you can go ahead and there's some people who become acrobatic in their conversational, gymnastics when they're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Some people are good out on the limb. It's like they're good on the limb. So by all means, they have to get you off the trunk of the tree. You know what I'm saying? Then they can hurry up and go to the trunk of the tree when you go out on the limb. I mean, this is the best way I can describe these tactics. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you confront them and cure them in our time and in our life is by not participating in them. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing. If you stop participating in them, people will see that, and then they'll try to test your limits to see if they can get you to re-engage in these type of activities. If they can just get you to act a fool, give in to the gossip, join on in. You know what I'm saying? In the haterade party. You know what I'm saying? It's like, here, I'm pouring up haterade. Who wants to drink? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's on his behalf. You know, like when someone toasts haterade to you, it's not like when they toast cheers, like, man, good health and wealth for you, sir, and happiness. That's not the type of thing. Ill will, drama, death, carnage, chaos, evil unto you. Let's all drink to that. You know what I'm saying? And these are the type of behaviors which have got us in this dang situation where everyone's so dang self-centered and selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, sometimes following the crowd is selfishness. If you got to follow the crowd to the extent where you got to put one guy outside and then make fun of him, and then everyone throws shit at him, like metaphorically, what kind of people are you? You know what I'm saying? Because there's ways, man. There's better ways to address these things that are less. Listen, it's just better in the long run for everyone. The less evil, man, we pass along because it's contagious, man. It really is. The evil is contagious. Someone comes and spits on my face, then I'm angry. Then I drive, past the speed limit. Then the cops, man, fucking run up on me and shoot me because I look like a suspect. I mean, this is how these things work. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't participate in these things that stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna I say this: there's two kinds of stirring the pot. There's stirring the pot in the right direction. There's also being counterproductive and stirring the pot in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? So stirring the pot is provoking people like I'm doing here. It's trying to address this problem where it's like, man, don't be such a gossiper, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason really, the biggest part of the German problem in Nazi Germany was the people were gossipers. And they enjoyed it. They enjoyed finding flaw. It's like the thought police, like on Orwell. I mean, that's really based on Nazi Germany. It's based on the citizens. It was the children in Orwell, and I see this now. Perfect little spies. They've done this already. I mean, you can look up into this Hitler Youth. You don't think they've done that here in America? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's like this, man. Even as a witness, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to do things for the kingdom of God, man. Just trying to do right. Uh, people are gonna, they see that, man. They're gonna, they gotta come up with better strategies, man, to trip you up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, it's crazy out here, man. It's not easy. It's not easy to walk, man. It's easy to get caught up, man, in the egotistical conniveries that that's our society, man. It's egotistical connivery. It's a spirit of I did everything I needed. It's me. I did everything to get here. So in order to stay here, I got to keep everyone else away. You know what I'm saying? That's the crab in the bucket Willie Lynch mindset, in the gossiping and making spectacles of people and just hating haterade parties, man. This is how they get down. This is how they roll. There's little meetings they have, like little community meetings where they plot on other people in their community of how to sabotage them or keep their eyes on them. And it's the same gossipy, micromanagerial spirit that caused the Gestapo and the Stasi. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's all this whole NSA, InfoGuard, Fusion Center, nextdoorneighbor.com. I mean, just having these crisis actor websites, internment specialists, Craigslist orders. You know what I'm saying? Dude, we should be paranoid, man. That's really messed up, the shit you're planning to do to us and are doing. And all the spy technology and shit. The lack of confidence undermines people's ability to make proper decisions. Because, you know what I'm saying? You always feel like you're under some fucking microscope, which adds unrealistic pressure on people. We shouldn't have to handle all this fucking pressure that they be putting on us. You know what I'm saying? But yet we have to. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way, God willing, we don't crack under all this damn pressure they got, man. The Terminators, man. The brave new 1984. I mean, if they can't get you with the pleasure, they'll try to get you with the pain. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how this thing works. So, I mean, it's difficult because once you got one under control, it seems like the other one, you know what I'm saying, redoubles its efforts, to undermine you or just get you back, like go back to go, but do not collect 200. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So we got to stop giving in to the pressure of society to join in on the, on all these evil practices, man, that, they do more harm than they do good. I mean, there is a certain level of, giving people a hard time that's healthy and productive. You know what I'm saying? But there's another level where it's just does more damage than it does good. And it's going to cause PTSD in people. And PTSD is not a mental disorder. It actually proves that person still has a conscience. It's just a conscience disorder. It means that person had to compromise somewhere, and they're having internal struggles about it in their mind and in their heart, because the heart and the mind are connected. You know, the emotions. When you have certain thoughts, it invokes intense emotional expression, or expressions of emotion sometimes stimulate mental activity too. It rekindles old feelings, or makes you, gives you revelation sometimes. You know, it's just, you got to be, you know, the more aware of, it's the forest and the trees. You know what I'm saying? Like the heart is like the forest, and then the mind is like the trees. You know what I'm saying? And the body and the mind and the interplay is the whole forest and beyond. You know what I'm saying? When you add the spirit in, you see beyond the trees and the forest. I mean, this is these expressions, man, in these allegories. I mean, the Bible's spoken in parables and allegories. So this is the way really we should all teach one another, is through parable, through allegory, and make sure they all jive correctly with what the Bible's saying as well. Because everything true, if the Bible's the truth, you should be able to run it by all philosophy, and it at least should address or add to or confirm or unconfirm, because not all philosophy is legit. Some of it's just vanity. And the way you discern between